You know, as smart as I think I am, I can't seem to hang up this light. Now it's too much light. Too much light. Too much light. What if we moved it here? How's the light now? Adjusting to the light. How is the light now? I don't like it. After 18 years, you would think, actually 12 or whatever, that I would be able to set up this, what some call it, studio. So I was working on a few things today. I did them in some shorts. I was working on the word Africa. Inside the word Africa to a single digit count. For those of you who are here, who may come here, I know there's nobody here now, so I feel more relaxed. I like that, 0. What I do, like I'm going to show you now what I do. Now you're going to say, well, what does it do? I am in the 18th year of collecting information. Pieces of a giant puzzle that piece by piece are coming together. So what does it mean if you're interested to see how certain things come together? And I still think we're at the very beginning, okay? A lot of people can always say, well, big deal. Big deal. Well, you're not interested. Go somewhere and don't waste your time. You'll never be wasting my time, of course not. So let's, and I like to talk positive, but let me tell you one thing. Good is evil. Good is evil. Figure it out. What are words? Who created the definition of a word? How can good be evil? If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. So we're going to go online over here, and we are going to go up. What is the difference between the goose and the... What is the difference between the goose and the gander?
According to Bramblewood Hill, a male goose is called a gander. His neck will be longer and thicker than the female. He will try to place himself between you and those that he wants to protect.
So now you know. You see, where I like to get my information from, okay, is from the network. I'm not going to say internet, intermediary, you know, I'm going to say from the network. Now, I was just pitched something they want me to hear. That's, for me, that's the way it works. I went there, boom, bang. I could have went to another search engine. They might be giving me the same thing first. And I use that as a balance. So now that I know if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. If it is good, F-O-U-R, no, F-O-R, for the goose, then it is good for the gander. Now, in the association in this, we have to understand, can we create an equation here? Well, they're opposites. You know what's funny? 9 and 9. 6 and 9. They're opposites. 5 and 2, sort of opposites. So now good has an opposite. So can good, the opposite of good would be evil. So now we have good and we have evil. So what's good for you is good for me, right? So let's see if we can take this to another level. And one of the levels was I'm going to go to Fibonacci. For those who know Fibonacci, okay, the numerics for Fibonacci is you use 1 and 1. Now, what is 1 and 1? Where is 1 and 1 come from? Who created what that value of 1 and 1 is, and what is 1? You know, we all say I have one of these, but no, I got two of these, but I got one in my hands. So now we have to learn how we speak to each other. Let me see if I can create this. Okay, better light. So I was just working on an equation the other day, and the base of this equation, I'm not sure if I should use any separation. Usually they say use no separation. And if you look deep into this, this is a pyramid. I'm not talking up and down, but this has got 3 points on it. When I divided it, I created my 3 points, right? So what we're going to do now is we are going to start off with a base. We're going to try and learn what a base, right, or a Mars base. For me, it's not the same. I'm not really sure if I should see. This is a half space, right? So I'm going to have to go up, and then I'm going to come down. See these arrows over here? So I call this the Mars space right over here. But to finish this off, in fact, I made it too small. I should remove this. Is I am going to use another half space, right? And then I would go up here, and then I would take another, am I doing this right? I would take another half space, and this would be actually what the A is. It is a division within. Not sure if I did that properly, but anyways, I have it in, where did I do this? Man, I shouldn't even be getting into that. I'm not even happy that I trounced my page. I'm getting off the subject. I shouldn't have done that. Let's just go 1 and 1 Fibonacci, okay, which equals to 2. And then that would be 3. And the next one, I want to do this in an order here first. And then that would be 3. And 3 and 2 is 5. And 5 and 3 is 8. And 8 and 5 is 13. Okay, is 13. We're going to do it here also. 8 and 5 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 8 and 4 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. So actually, I should make the entire 12 here. Wow, I don't know why I'm doing this whole equation, but I'm going to do it anyways. 8 and 4 is 12. Now I'm going to do a third equation. Okay, 1 and 1 is 2, 3 and 5 and 8, right? 8 and 5 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4, 4 and 8 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3, 4 and 3 is 7. Now we're going to go back over here. 8 and 3 is 21, 21 and 13 is 34. Now I'm going to move this equation forward. 12 and 4, 14 is 16. See, I'm going to go on with the long equation here, right? Now this one is 7 and 3 is 10. So I'm going to have to put 10. Now I have to go on to the next equation. And the reason I go on to the next equation is the next equation is going to be 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 5 and 8 and 4 and 3 and 7 and 1. And 1 and 7 is 8, and 8 and 1 is 9. And this 7 and 10 is now 17. Do you follow what's going on here? Now 34 and 31 is 55. And this is 89. And this is 144. Okay, I'm going to shorten it up a little bit, okay, into this one over here because it's the easiest one to finish off. 9 and 8 is 17. 1 and 7 is 8. 8 and 9 is 17. Did I get that right? 7 and 1 is 8. 8 and 1 is 9. 9 and 8 is 17. 1 and 7 is 8. 9 and 8 is 17. 1 and 7 is 8. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. Did I get that right? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 7 and 8 is 15. And I don't like this page anymore. It's all messy. And so I'm just going to, what am I going to do? Leave it messy. Okay, let's just leave it messy. Let me check if anybody's on. If nobody's on, you know what? I think I'm going to come back tomorrow because I'm not happy with this video. So let me see if nobody's on. It shows me on. If anybody else is on, what's going on here? What is time? Answer. Time is expiring. Okay, so maybe I'm going to just finish with my Fibonacci and get on to this time thing. Okay, I'm not happy with my video so far. I'm like moving all over the place because I'm tired. I feel like I'm rushing. No excuse. Okay, so when we continue on with Fibonacci, 89, this becomes 233, and then 377, and then is it 620? 3, 4, 5, 610, right? 610, and then it becomes 987, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. I got to make this really short. Let me just scratch this out. 7 and 8. You know what? Let me take away this whole page, and we're going to do this again, and we're going to get this done faster and cleaner. And I'll just tell everybody that comes to this page to skip over this piece so I don't cheat anybody's time. Okay. 1 and 1 is 2, and 1 is 3, and 2 is 5. 5 and 3 is 8. 8 and 5 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4, and 8 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3, and 4 is 7. 7 and 3 is 10 is 1. 1 and 7 is 8. 8 and 1 is 9. 9 and 8 is 17. 1 and 7 equals to 8, and 9 is 17. 1 and 7 equals to 8, and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 equals to 7, and 8 is 15. 1 and 5 equals to 6, and 7 is 13. 1 and 3 equals to 4, and 6 equals to 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1, and 4 is 5. 5 and 1 is 6. 6 and 5 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2, and 6 is 8, and 2 is 1. And I have to have a mistake in here. No, 1 and 8 is 9. 9 and 1 is 10 is 1. 1 and 9 is 10 is 1. 1 and 1 is 2. No. 1 and 1 is 2. I got this. Something's going wrong tonight. Bear with me. Good. Thank God nobody's here. We can just skip over the first 13 minutes. 1 and 1 is, so we have 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 1 is 3. 3 and 2 is 5. 5 and 3 is 8. Okay. 8 and 5 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 4 and 8 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 and 4 is 7. 7 and 3 is 10. 7 and 3 is 10. 1 and 7 is 8. 8 and 1 is 9. 9 and 8 is 17. 1 and 7 is 8. 8 and 9 is 17. 1 and 7 is 8. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7, and 6 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 4 and 6 is 10 is 1. 1 and 4 is 5. 5 and 1 is 6. 6 and 5, 11 is 2. 2 and 6 is 8. 8 and 2 is 1. 1 and 8 is 9. 9 and 1 is 1. 1 and 9 is 1. We start 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 2, 3, 4, 25, 26. So it ends at 24. The 25th one is the new beginning, is the tail end to the beginning, and then the starting over again. So we need these last 3. Okay, so 911 is the last 3. So there is no 99 in here. Somehow, I remember there was an equation with 99, one mathematical equation, and now I'm going to have to look for it. It's really bothering me now. I want to see if I made a mistake. I need to see this over here. Okay. Fibonacci sequence. So here's an 8, here's a 9. Let me see. I want to see where it is. Well, it stops. I don't like this one. Let me get another one. Fibonacci sequence. Why don't they make it easy on you? Okay, 273. Something not getting to a good one, right? And they're talking about all kinds of other equations that go on in here, but I'm not looking for that. How come I can't Fibonacci number patterns? No, I'm not looking for that. Sequence list. Let me see. This is so hard. I need to find out if I made a mistake. Can somebody give me a link? Okay, let me go to pictures. Oh, this is very interesting. 12 dots inside 3 dots. Over here, hold on a second. You see this one here? 3 dots. When you have 10 dots, there's 1 dot inside. When you have 15 dots, there's 3 dots inside. When you have 6 dots, there's no dots inside. So 1, 3, 6, there's no dots inside. You see 1, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15? Well, that's an easy sequence. 1 plus 2 plus 3. 1 and 2 is 3. And 3 is 6. And you have 1, 3, 6. So it shows you. Here is 1. Here is a connection of 3, right? Isn't that what they show you? 3? But on square paper, that's impossible. Because the minute I do 3 on square paper, I either end up with that or I end up with that. So it doesn't work out for me. But it works out here. Is that perfect or what? So we're going to go 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. So we're going to go 1, 3, 6. We're going to add the 4. We add the 4 over to this one, we get the 10. We add the 5 over to this one, we get the 15. And we add the 6 over to this one, we get the 21. In fact, I just did that 2 minutes ago on this paper over here. Add 1 through 15. Add 1 through 5 equals to 15. Add 1 through 6 equals to 21. It spells the word oeuf or egg. Egg in French, 47 equates to the numeric value of time. Where an egg, it is 15. It is 21 black inside of oeuf and 26 red. 26 representing the game, this representing the cube, 47 representing what time is. Inside of time, you have 33 and 14. Inside of time, 33 and 14. The 33 is the rotation of the passage in the sun. Your DNA, this becomes 6 and 9. It becomes the yin and the yang. What is the letter S? And I'm all over the place because there's so much. There is so much. It just doesn't stop. There's a ton of equations, and they have no value unless I can explain them. Okay. Just one little thing before I go. There's no one here. I don't feel like staying. So the word Africa, it totals 38. Okay. Just hold on a second. I'm just trying to hold on. Okay, it totals 38 to a single digit count, where it means 1 and 6, 18, 1 and 8 is 9. So I reduce it. There is a reduction of where it's 0, 1, and 2. What does that mean? I said there's a lot going on. When you add up numbers 1 all the way to 9, there's no reduction to a single digit. The minute you hit 10, to reduce it to a single digit, 9 will be removed to 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. Now, when we go up to 19, it switches another level. A lot of stuff is going on at 19. The spirit, the quarter spirit, one quarter of the suits, 4 suits. Oh, there's so many things. AI. Um, anyways, then you have 19, and when you reduce 9 and 1 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1, you have reduced 9 and 9. When you reduce 9 and 9, all of a sudden you get into where Africa is. 18 and 9. I only reduced once over here, right? But it is 99. 99 represents Jupiter, and it also represents the word 13. And these are only some of the words. I'm going to get a drink out of the fridge, and these are only some of the words that come out from the total word value of 99. But there's so much more. In 13, there's an add-on word teen, but does THIR come out to be a word in its own without the teen at the end? Unlike 14, which can be separated. And what does teen mean? What is the definition of teen? Just give me a second. I have to check something. Okay, it shows no one watching on Odyssey or any of the channels. Okay, so anyways, let me finish with this piece on Africa. Okay, so what's ironic about this word is inside the word is the word arc. A, R, and C, arc. In the other part of the word without the word arc, okay, inside the word, you also have A, I, F. Now, instead of having JAI or any other letter, what does F mean with AI? In base creation from 1 and 1, or the letter K, which is the 11th letter in the deck, in the alphabet, okay, and beginning of the Fibonacci, and the reverse of 11 is 99 as well, okay, as 66. They're both the reverse in this house cycle, which means I bring it to the numeric value of 7, 6 and 1, 7, 6 and 1, 7. I bring it to the numeric value of 10, 9 and 1, 10, 9 and 1, 10. And when you add it up to 10, 10 becomes 11, 21 within itself. For instance, 1 plus 9 equals to 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. 1 plus 9 equals to 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. So it becomes its number again. Yes, I understand what you're looking at, but anyways, that's the way this situation, it's singularity coming together. Somebody will say 1 and 1, they'll say 2. Somebody will look at it the other way, they'll say 11. But this, anyways, maybe let's not look at it the guessing way. Anyways, we run it to the cycle. The cycles we run is 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, and 8, 3, 6, and 9. This is our star Tesla vortex cycle, in which the how I would see the design in branding would come out to be something like, is it this? Yeah, that would be part of it. Right here, you see on the right-hand side where 147 is connected to 147 and where 963 is connected to 963, it looks like it's bent over to the right where the smallest gap is between 369, 14, and 7. 369 and 41 and 7. It just seems ironic, that it looks smaller on this side. So on the other side, you have 741 and 9, 6, and 3. So we have the same three numbers, but it's showing us something completely different. So my question is, if I go 741, and if you look at your calculator, or if your keyboard, I'm not sure if you can see my keyboard down here, or if you look at the calculator, you go to an ATM, your telephone, you can see going down, and your telephone would be 1, 4, and 7, 2, 5, and 8, 3, 6, and 9. I know I jumped over with these with the single dot, the double dots, right? And hold on a second. I have to take this off. Just want to see something here. Whoa. Whoa. So I was looking at these dots before, right? We're going to finish with these dots. And so I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then dot, dot, and then a dot here, and a dot here, dot here, dot here, dot here, and then there's a dot missing. There'd be one dot in the center. So I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that what it was? Anyways, wow, I'm all over the place. Okay, whatever. Let's not get into that right now. The dots. That's how it all started because I was showing you the dots. When you have 10 dots, you have 4, right? 10 dots is the fourth one. The first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one. 10 dots. The fifth one is the E. This is E15. Okay, this is for the game of pool. 15 is the game of bowling. I'm just trying to think where the numbers go. Here is 3 inside of 12. Now, if I had to duplicate this, would I get 30? No, I would not. This whole bottom row would disappear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I duplicate this, I get 25. So when I'm all over the place, but that's okay. If I duplicate, let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not doing this. I should be doing this on these lines here, but I'm not. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's funny the way we have 4 and then 3 and then 3. 4, 3, 3. Okay, so now if I want to duplicate this, how many did I have in the center? I had 1. I had 1 in the center. So if I duplicate this, all I'm going to go is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then I'm just going to put 1 in the center. Is that not right? Did I get that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold on a second. 3, 3, 3. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. I'm not supposed to have 11. How come I have 11? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm only supposed to have 2 in the center. I'm only supposed to have 2 in the center. Okay, so I have 3, 3, 3, and 1. You see the way I end up with 3 triangles here and then 1 in the center? And that's this one over here. So you have one major triangle, and then you have three smaller triangles. In fact, inside of this 10, I should do this better. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I think I have one here, and one here, and one here. This is the real setup. And then, in fact, I think that's the way it's set up in bowling also. So I should have checked it out before also. So this setup, if I want to duplicate it, right? And in fact, I don't want to duplicate anything right now. Right now, what I want to do is I want to associate. This is what we have. I just want to move over my page a little bit so it doesn't mix me up. So now we have three triangles, right? We actually, horrible video. We had one big triangle, but when I broke down the pixels, okay, on this, I can't do it any other way but this way on these pixels, okay? In this image here, okay, it's not done that way. I have to do something to create this to happen, to make it perfect. I like to know, I don't want to be in between lines. I want to be actually on lines in order to do that, because that's not proper. This is what's proper. This is exact. My question is there any other way to connect other dots? And there is another way to connect dots. And I can connect these three dots here, right? If I connected these three dots here, and let me see, and these three dots here, right? If I did that, okay, I would have to, this would be three dots. This would be three dots. So what I would have now is I would now have these two dots come together, and these two would be left over. So I'd have to understand what this design is doing. As well, in this design, what's missing is that this area over here was not covered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This area is not being covered. This area here has not been covered. This area here has not been covered. So let me show you this again. I'm looking to myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. This is the setup of 10 according to, whoop, let me get this again. Let me do this. And then I'm stopping the video, very tired. According to this 10 here, okay, but what I can do is this is the best I can do. So when I do this, okay, and there's many other things we can do. We can take out a 5, and we can have this maybe set up here. Maybe it would be intercepted this way. Walking man, balancing beam. So I'm not really sure what we're going to do with this. I was talking about 741 before. Okay, sorry that I interrupted it. And I was showing you this one here. And then this one here is tilted the other way. But when it's tilted the other way, the gap is between 285 and 417. So that would be, hold on a second, 485. Sorry, 285. Sorry, 285. And 417. That would be a 2 and a 3. That'd be a 132 gap. Or if I went in addition, it would be a 2 and a 0 and a 7. Wow, that's the beta gates. ABC beta gates. So I'm going to have to work on that and see if there's really an equation in there. The other gap was this one here, where I was 417. No, the small, no, we're using the big gap, right? Right over here. 963 over 741. 963 over 741. So the gap would be 2. The gap would be 2. The gap would be 2. Wow, 1776 times 8 equals 1776. Okay, there's an equation for this, and it ends up to Albert Einstein, or just the word Einstein, Neptune, and the EI world, the 5-9 world. I'm just going to see the female DNA, the sun, that number 9, how to create it, 1 times 4, 1 plus 4. What is 4 and 1? Here's a 1, and here's a 4 if you want to look at it that way. Here's a 1, and here's a 4, the beginning of the size of the first cell if you want. Here is 1 with no interference. Here is 1 with divisions, and this one will create what is going to end up to be 1111. So with this one, but we cannot create the plus inside of here. Inside of here, our only connect is with the multiplication. Inside of here, the beginning is a division with plus, and then all multiplication in all 4 houses. And then by putting that together, we get a major multiplication, the big multiplication. So inside of here, when you minus it, when you add it, it becomes 4, it becomes 1, it becomes 7 and 9 is 16, plus 1 is 17. And I can also make it look like this if I want. So this is the delta house of Venus. Delta is an angle. I am very tired. No one has shown up at all. So maybe they have, but they've been hidden. All the same, I'm tired. And for those who come here, I'm just going to post here, not a good video. What good is it for me to feel like and to think that I have a lot of information to share, and it just didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out. Even the letters H and I, the design of the letter F. You see the angle of the F over here, where in roulette we have 4 levels, right? And dipping into the lower level, right, would be right here, the F. When you drag its lines over here, it automatically stops at this. Why did I go through 3 here and only 2 here? It's a good question. I could have went through 3, but then I would have been bringing 2 levels together. My level ends on this line. 3, 6, 9 numbers max. And I don't use 2, 3, and 6 in this equation. I do not use 6 times 3 is 18 times 2 is 36. 36 and 11 is 47. I don't use time with F. I don't use time with F. Let me look at that equation and write that down. I got 1, 4, 7 with 5 and 9 and 8, but I don't have 2, 3, and 6, and it creates the Yud in Hebrew. 6 times 3 times 2 equals to 36. 6 plus 3 plus 2 is 11, equaling to 47 time. I think is birth in there. 28 and 11 is 37. 47. 28 and 20, 55. Yes, birth is 57. It's by the moon. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.